Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here. Get out.
Frank Castle moment.
Remember everybody later, but I'm definitely being like watched at all times. I noticed I was being followed in Australia. So I see you guys joking, saying spin the block, do this. Look at my situation. If I were to retaliate in the way that I was attacked, if I were to act in some sort of vengeance or like this, I would go to jail immediately. I'm being followed. I'm being spied on. And I saw that I had federal agents following me in Australia. And this might sound schizophrenic, but now that you know that I have a lifetime character ban from Australia, it's pretty reasonable. And I don't have concrete evidence or proof, but I was with a host and he mentioned something. He's like, yeah, that's the Australian secret police. I think they call it ASIO. We're in a Lebanese neighborhood. We're getting some shawarma. I'm meeting with a sheikh. I'm meeting with Mohammed Hablos. You know, brother, what's that? What's that, brother? Off camera because, you know, he's not really a social media guy. I've met him before. He's a great guy, great brother. I've met a lot of great brothers out there. I did several podcasts out there, and I have a feeling they're not going to release them because of the lifetime character ban, which I think is pretty, I think it's cowardice if they don't upload the podcast. You guys know where you are. I did 2 shows. Just upload the podcast. You know, I went out there. I spent my time there. But I'm in this Lebanese neighborhood, and we're getting some food. We look across the street, and there's a Subway. And 3 white guys in suits. They look like Matrix agents, literally. They literally look like, what do they call it? Agent Smith. They have sunglasses and suits on. They're all about 6'3". They get out of the car right when we park, and they walk into the Subway. When's the last time you saw 3 white guys go into a Subway? When's the last time you saw that? And we look across the street, and there's like several cars. And they said, like, yeah, that's Australian police. And I was at first, I'm like, that's a little bit far-fetched. But this is right after the news did a whole piece on me, which we'll cover. Her name is Sherry Markson, talking about the controversial streamer that they led into Australia. And so it makes perfect sense. And that really does put it into perspective. That's the reality of my life now. So in New York, I'm getting paid attackers sent to try to intimidate me and hurt me, maybe do worse, maybe try to kill me. And I go to Australia and they're trying to say that my character is unfit. So obviously the federal agents are following me. So let's put it into real perspective. I'm not trying to shed too much light on the situation, but it's already publicized. I have the Australian government against me. I have the media against me. I have paid attackers sent to hurt me, maybe do worse. Everything I do is being monitored, right? I didn't get stopped in the airport, luckily. By the time I think that I'll just be transparent, by the time I think that the visa was revoked and things really got in motion, I changed my flight in Hawaii, so I was already in America. And I didn't get deported. That's a straight up lie. I mean, I just had to go home. I just wanted to go home. I finished the tour. So I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be back. But even aside from these, you know, you have the government, you have the media, you have attackers sent on you. I was walking around today. It was Juma Mubarak, some of the Muslims. You know, it's our Friday prayer. And I'm going to get, you know, Daniel Hakikachu is here in New York City right now. Met up with him and Beck. And we're walking around East Village. And things are getting weird. I notice a lot more people are saying things like there's a different look. Have you guys noticed this type of one in the chat? The Goyim have a different look in their eyes. I've noticed, maybe I'm a little paranoid, but I've been getting, look, the first thing, I'm leaving the dentist. I step out, I got a new tooth, I'm feeling good. And someone says, hey, Sneako. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then he's walking away because they never say it to your face. He goes, long live Israel. I'm like, okay, that hasn't happened in a while. And I'm walking around, we're getting tea after prayer. And 3 Dominican kids, must have been like 18, 19. They recorded a video. They might even post it on their story. And they're saying, we stand with Israel. Wallahi, bro. 3 Dominican kids. What are they like? They were like 19, 20. And then they throw up GDK. I know this because of, you know, drill music videos. GDK. I'm not going to do the hand sign so they screenshot it. But it's the sign like saying that they're against GDs. So, and I think GD is gangster disciples. So they have like they're black Hebrew Israelites or something. Some of them wear the Star of David. But like, yeah. I swear to God, they're saying F Palestine, F Gaza, F Palestine, we stand with Israel. Dominican, like 19, 18, 17-year-old Dominicans. And I'm like, and they're doing a video. I'm like, you're Dominican. What are you talking about? It was strange. I haven't seen this before. There's a shift going on. I think people want to join the winning team. They're winning the propaganda war right now. Let's be real. We're fighting a uphill battle. We're fighting a losing battle.